Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give it a few minutes before we start the 1 p.m. calendar. I want to make sure everybody's had the opportunity to sign on. Sometimes there are some difficulties. And then once we get started, I'll explain how this is going to work. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please mute your devices until we are speaking directly to you. Also, please put your first and last name on the calendar, your first and last name, so that we can find you on the court's calendar. First and last name on the courtroom, I'm sorry. So if you are using a phone or a tablet, please touch your device right next to your face or your name. The name that you currently have on the screen should be three dots that come up in a blue box. Click on those three dots. You should see rename. Click on rename, and you should be able to put in your real name, first and last name, as it appears on my calendar. Thank you.
Gotta make sure you're unmuted. Okay.
Why they telling me to leave?
That's when you leave.
I'm saying they telling me to leave.
No, they're not telling you to leave. This is when it's time to go, like when you hang up. Oh. But we gotta try to, I'm trying to make sure you. Hold on, just trying to make sure they can't hear you. No, it's okay.
That's fine. I'm just trying.
We hear you. We see you. It's okay. You're just trying to figure it out. That's fine. You're muted now. That's fine. Can you tell me your name? Can you unmute and tell me your name? Because it's not on the screen. Let's see if we can change that for you.
Dorothy Felix.
Let me know if I've spelled everything correctly.
Yes, right there. It's right there.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. I see you have good tech support. Somebody young.
Yes, my neighbor, she's just so helpful every time I
always
need
tell
help.
people, look for somebody young, a teenager or somebody in their 20s, somebody who
Or just
understands
computer
technology.
savvy and just smart. Because she's
Exactly.
accountant.
Should I put her back on mute now?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to explain the calendar and then call the calendar, okay?
Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much. When it's time, do like this, okay?
When it's time, do it.
Thank you.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the suspended sentence calendar for August 19th of 2021. I'm sorry, 2024. This is the 1 p.m. calendar, and I'm Judge Tammy Long Hayward. These are cases where you've previously had a fine and fees to pay, and you've missed that deadline to pay those fines and fees. And this is the opportunity possibly to get additional time. So I'm going to call the calendar, and if you hear your name called, please make sure that you respond. If I can see and hear into the, or at least see into the courtroom, you can stay on mute, but I need to know if there's anyone in the courtroom who is here for this calendar. Courtroom's clear?
Yes, ma'am. There's nobody in the courtroom.
All right, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to call the calendar. Kimuel Jalon King. Kimuel King. All right. Iyanu Kofoworade. Iyanu Kofoworade.
Judge, King paid. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. Roger Logan Jr. Roger Logan Jr. Lance Gill Longrear. Lance Gill Longrear.
Paid for, Judge.
All right. Michael Mendel Mosley. Michael Mendel Mosley. Last call for Michael Mendel Mosley. Darian Joel Richardson. Darian Joel Richardson. Last call for Darian Richardson. Mr. Richardson, you're here. You got to unmute and let me know you're here.
Yeah, my bad. Didn't figure out how to mute it until just now, but yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so Mr. Richardson, in a moment, I'm going to let you speak with Ms. Powell. Ms. Powell's going to speak with you about possibly giving you more time. If she does an order for you, she'll present it to me for my signature. But I do want everyone to understand that this is your one opportunity to go ahead and pay the fines and fees. When I give you the time, that'll be the last extension, okay? So please explain to Ms. Powell pretty much how much time you need. She's gonna let me know, and then we'll try and see if we can make sure that you all get time sufficient to pay the fines and fees. Okay. She'll also, if you're not sure about how much you owe, she has that also on her calendar, so she'll be able to let you know. All right. Dorothy Rumpf. Dorothy Rumpf.
Here.
That's you, Miss Felix.
Yeah, Felix. You probably, that's my marriage name is Felix. My maiden name is Rump. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right. So in a moment, I'll put you in a breakout room with Miss Powell, and she'll speak with you also. Okay.
Okay.
Kareem Seabrooks. Kareem Seabrooks. All right. Christopher Shelby Smith. Christopher Shelby Smith. Last call for Christopher Shelby Smith. Keontae Glenell Smith. Keontae Glenell Smith. Last call for Keontae Smith. Bruce Raymond Thomas. Bruce Raymond Thomas. Last call for Bruce Raymond Thomas. Marsalis Bernard Varner. Marsalis Bernard Varner.
Your Honor, there's a note on the calendar stating that this person paid in full, if that's accurate, but it's on the calendar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did just look right over that. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Denasia Sierra Watkins.
Paid in full, Judge.
Okay. Shayla Tierra Watts. Shayla Tierra Watts. Last call for Shayla Tierra Watts. And last case on the calendar is for Jasmine Yushi Reese. Jasmine.
She came into
Okay.
the courtroom, Your Honor.
Yeah, as you were
All right.
announcing it.
Okay, so Miss Reese, Miss Yushi Reese, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Miss Powell. She's going to explain everything, and she's going to speak with you all about how much time you'll need to pay. So let me set up the breakout room, okay?
Okay.
All right. So
Your Honor, can I ask a question?
sure.
I'm a little confused because I got the notice, but this ticket is from 2021. So,
You believe you paid it?
yeah, because I remember being on suspended sentence, especially from a ticket this old, and I don't have anything new because I've been wait. So I'm confused on I got what this is supposed to mean to me exactly. But yeah, I'd like to talk further about that with Miss. I believe he said Powell. So yeah.
Yeah. So Mr. Richardson, I do have that it is a 2021 ticket. It was $83.25. And if you've paid it, if you can, I know it's hard to look back, but a lot of times if we pay online, if we pay through our cards, or, we might have a record of it. Do you think you have a record of that?
I could definitely go through my items and try to find it because I do kind of say keep all of my court documents and legal paperwork.
Yeah, so this is what happened. So you came to court on January 18th of this year for this ticket. You were given 60 days in which to pay. It was due on March 18th of 2024, and it wasn't paid by March. So you're looking for something between January 18th and March 18th of this year to see if you've paid it.
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm gonna look for that.
Okay, so if it was paid, it would have been done between those dates, after January 18th and before March 18th, or on March 18th of this year.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to put you in the breakout room with Ms. Powell anyway, just in case, just so you'll have the information. All right, so I'm going to put all of you in breakout room number 2 with Ms. Powell. Once you see, okay, so Ms. Felix, Mr. Richardson, Ms. Yusha, Reese, once you see the invitation pop up on your screen, touch it and go into there. And when you want to come back out, just touch your screen. It should come back up again, or you move your cursor. It should come back up and you can leave the break room. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So I've set it up. And I'm about to open let me just make sure I got everybody. Let's see. All right. So you'll see it pop up on your screen. Perfect. All right. Miss Reese, you don't see it pop up on your screen? Okay, I got that Miss Jasmine. Yeah, she got it. Okay, finally. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next two calendars begin at 2 p.m. So if there's anybody here for one of the 2 p.m. calendars, just we'll address it at 2 p.m. or a little bit after, just to make sure everybody's here on time. And then once these individuals come back, then we'll be able to go ahead and sign off on their modifications. So I'll be back when they're back.
Cause this right here is misunderstanding. What I don't. I did.
Mr. Richardson, Miss Yushi Reese. Can you hear me? Mr. Richardson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So did Miss Powell discuss giving you all additional time?
Yes, ma'am. She did.
All right. Did you give her your email address?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
Okay. All right. So she's going to send your modification order, but because you're over the time limit for the SSD, you can't pay online or by phone, but you can come into the building at 9151 Terra Boulevard and make the payment. If you're unable to come in person, they will accept it by mail, but you probably need to call them and get the mailing address and what else you need to do to mail it in. Okay. So the clerk's office is the State Court of Clayton County, Georgia. So if you look that up on Google, you should come up with their website and you can contact them if you need to mail it in. Otherwise, you'll receive your modification by email. And you can come into 9151 Terra Boulevard on the second floor at the traffic court window to pay the fines and fees. Okay.
Okay.
Unless if you
Thank you.
don't have any questions, you're free to go at this time.
I have I do have a question, but it's not about this case in particular, so I guess I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, if you were able to find proof that you paid, you can go ahead and present that at the clerk's office and they'll record it. But otherwise, you can pay at the window. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. And Miss Yushi Reese. All right. All right. Miss Felix, is everything taken care of? Did you talk to Miss Powell?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much. It's just a
All right,
hardship right now.
All right, ma'am.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
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 All right. That concludes the SSD calendar. They'll be signed off on, and those orders will go out. The orders for arrest warrants will be signed off. All right. All right. Anything else at this time?
No, ma'am.
Do you know how I can contact
So-
Jonesboro?
I'm sorry.
I was saying, do you know how I can contact Jonesboro Municipal Court directly?
Jonesboro, no, I don't. You can actually Google them because you could probably, because they've also got a new, they have a new administrative building. So where I knew them to be, it's not the same. So they have a new building. Just Google Jonesboro Municipal Court. But
Yes.
but Mr. Richardson, you would have paid that here in the Clayton County Court because it's ours.
Okay.
Even
All right.
even if you got the ticket from Jonesboro, it came to us.
Okay, I understand you, man.
All right then. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, court is in recess until 2 p.m.